Well, it's September 2nd. I'm here in Valley. And right now the WeAre1, which is the Valley engine, has been on Valley duty, is working the yard. There's 1979. And here comes the westbound. Westbound manifest on the Transcon here in Valley. September 2nd, 2024, Richmond Arden Rail Family Adventure. Has been the Valley engine now for a couple months. Basically, it goes Valley to Fremont, Fremont back to Valley, Valley to Lincoln, Lincoln back to Valley. So, 1979, he's been working Valley for a while now. I believe this westbound is the Council Bluffs. Yeah, Council Bluffs to North Platte. Rail Family Adventures, Valley, Nebraska. Alright, September 2nd, 2024, Valley, Nebraska. And here comes an eastbound loaded coal drag. Eastbound loaded coal drag with C&W hoppers. This is Union Pacific's original Transcon line from Omaha West. This takes them directly into Council Bluffs. Today we will be seeing the big boy on this line. It is coming east. It's going to go into Council Bluffs, pick up the passenger cars from the Heritage Fleet yard, and then head south to Texas. So I get out here and get videos for you guys. Then Richmond Arden Rail Family Adventures. September 2nd, 2024. I am in Valley, Nebraska. There's another C&W. I love those cars. I need them in O. It is great seeing C&W still on the track. And there comes our rear view PU, one by one. Alright, September 2nd, 2024, and I am here in Fremont. And here's 5886 in new paint. Taking the Blair Fremont sub, heading east. After doing the crew change here in Fremont. God, already four trains today already. 5 if you count the BNSF behind me. The local that is working. Again, this is an eastbound manifest. I did a crew change here in Fremont. It just started rolling as I was pulling in. It's heading east on the Blair Fremont sub. Mount Pryor, Mosier, Pugliese, Williams. All these crowd train cars are named Peter Pryor, Kendall, and Heldsburg. Again, this train is heading east on the Blair Fremont sub. It's a manifest. Already today, I call it westbound manifest, this eastbound manifest, an eastbound loaded coal drag, the Valley train working, the Blair train working. Been a good day so far for rail activity. The big boy's coming today. That's why I'm out here in Fremont. It'll be running through, making its way to the Dunham Museum, where it'll link up with the Heritage Fleet cars, the passenger cars that UP has, and then it'll go south to Texas. I guess UP is taking the opportunity to get as much freight out of its way as possible. There's been quite a few freight trains this morning. Hey, Bruno, Timothy, all you guys back east, here comes some Reading and Northern cars back. RBMN, Reading and Northern. 4 of them. They brought the coal out here, out west, going back to get loaded again. Should see them in a couple days, guys. Them coal cars coming back to you. All my admin and friends out there in the East Coast where I grew up, mainly the Reading area, guys. There's Lauber, Hopkinton, but yeah, we've had a decent amount of rail freight so far. UP has not disappointed this morning. Guess they're trying to get everything out of the big boys' way as fast as possible. It's 9:05. I just got here this morning. Festus, name of that cryodran. September 2nd, 2024. See, I remember Ed Dickens. Ed driving the train today, the big boy. That's who operates it. Wave at him as he goes by today. Can't wait to see you, buddy. Out here all day watching trains just to catch you going by. Always a pleasure seeing you, and always a pleasure talking with you when I get a chance. That was Moohead, M-O-E-H-E-A-D, on that cryo train. Here's a Wheeling and Lake Erie top on a UP bottom. Well, you really never know what you're going to see out here. Here comes our mid-train DPU. If I had to guess, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bailey Yard to Chicago. Bailey to Chicago. There's our mid-train DPU. A C45 ACCTE. I also already caught the WR1 this morning, Morgan Valley. It's been living there lately. This train literally has it all. All we need is an auto rack, and literally it had everything on it. Chesapeake Bay. A couple of UPs, refrigerated units. Here comes Rochelle right here. Rochelle. And Green River. A couple more cryotrans. We got, first one's Diablo, right here, Diablo, and Chelsea. One more cryotrans coming. Moorhead. Here comes Moorhead, this one right here, Moorhead. And our rear DPU pushing, and new UP paint, 5898, 5898. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, returning to my original spot to catch this westbound coming off the Blair Fremont sub. I noticed we had the double green down at the Diamond, and I was correct. Here comes the westbound off the Blair Fremont sub. Strodley, Flahart, Cotter. Off the Blair Fremont sub. It's got the green light to cross the Diamond west of town. Unusual because there's a double green here for west traffic, so I think we're gonna have something coming off the Council Bluffs Fremont sub, which is the original Transcon. The track that this train is on is the former C&W main line. Now the Union Pacific Blair Fremont sub. Again, this train is heading westbound. Another great manifest. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever come out west, Fremont, Nebraska is the place to see Union Pacific and BNSF together. BNSF Sioux City sub is directly behind me. Union Pacific Transcon line and the Council Bluffs Fremont sub and the Blair Fremont sub come together here. The Blair Fremont sub is the old C&W main line. The Council Bluffs Fremont sub is the original Transcon line. So you get to see UP sends a lot of manifests through here, going to Chicago, going to North Platte, where these trains get broken down. This train right here will terminate at North Platte, go over the humps there, and become a new train. The double green that we had down there is because, oh yes, so UP's Fremont local is working. It just went over to BNSF side, picked up cars, and is now heading west through the Diamond to reverse back here onto their side, into their yard, which is on the other side of this train. So we have quite a bit of activity here. Again, this is a westbound on the Blair Fremont sub. If I had to guess from the cars that are on here, this is Chicago to Bailey Yard again. It'll make several stops along the way, but it originated in Chicago. Oh yeah, there's some foreign power, I believe, coming. This train will head west to North Platte, get broken up in the world's largest freight yard. That's Bailey Yard. It is gigantic. The two mid-train DPUs that are coming are foreign power out here. They're NS units. Two of them back to back. So our mid-train DPUs are NS units. So I'd say this train came from Chicago, or originated in Chicago, and terminate and Bailey Yard, North Platte. My name's Rich Bernardin. I'm the founder of Rail Fanning Adventures. And today is Big Boy Day. It'll be coming through here on its way to Omaha to pick up the Heritage Fleet and then head south to Texas. 3639 ET44 AC, followed by 4604 and AC44 CCM. And we got Phil Smith for Cryotrans. Wow, two NS units back to back as mid-train DPU. That's pretty cool. The farthest west that NS comes by me is Kansas City. So yeah, we don't get a lot of NS here. Here comes Dunelli, Cryotrans with Dunelli. It's an interesting one. Saint L. Pierre, followed by Rector, and then No Name, and then Ken Sanders right there. Okay, now behind me is the BNSF working the yard here, the local, which is interesting because on the other side, UP is actually in their yard right now. Grade Lane. We'll get a spin around real quick and get a picture of a little video of BNSF local working the yard here. Running long hood forward too. we just saw 4 empties from Reading and Northern going east to get refilled. And here come 4 Reading and Northerns going west with coal in them. Thinking about you guys back east in Reading. There you go, guys. Taking pictures for you. Here's 4 in a row full of coal going west. 124, the Wildcat. That's been working BNSF's local duties here in Fremont. He's working the yard, getting back to the manifest. So yes, Fremont, Nebraska is a great place to watch trains. You got BNSF and you get UP. The 124 is long and running longer forward. Usually it's paired up with another like Jeep 38 or 39. Unfortunately, I didn't see that. It's just 124 working. So, and it doesn't. Yeah, there's nothing on the end. So one of the local engines is out working somewhere for BNSF. There's usually 2 here in Fremont. Just 124s here today. There's no rear DPU on this train, so we just had the power up front and then mid-train DPUs and SDPUs nonetheless. Alferio is the name of that cryo train. There's a new Trinity Rail UP box already tagged. And as you can see, there goes BNSF. Also, they're Railroad North, actually. But he's only going to the yard, which is on the other side of the bridge over there. Ralph Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, February 2nd, 2024, Fremont, Nebraska. And shoving Railroad East from the BNSF side back over to UP side is a Union Pacific local. Our conductor's riding the shove. Again, they just went over to BNSF, picked these cars up. They're bringing them back over to your yard right here in Fremont. This is the Fremont local working. Once he gets out of the way, traffic should pick back up again. They were just on the BNSF side. Picked all these cars up from BNSF, crossed over to Maine, and they're going back into their yard over here. They'll be kicking these cars into their yard for the rest of the afternoon. I'll get a video of them actually kicking the cars into the yard. If they don't shove all the way down, they'll reverse all the way down to the other end of the yard and then pull into the yard. Usually how they do this. Again, all these cars just came from BNSF. Well, he is shoving directly into the yard now. So he won't be going all the way down to the other end and pulling through. Once he's out of the way, traffic on the main line should pick up because he crosses the main line here from BNSF yard, which is behind me, all the way over, all through the main lines. And they're using 831 today for local duty. GP 38. believe it's a GT38, either 38 or 39. But again, that's working local duties here for UP. And he's shoving right back into his yard. And then they'll kick them cars off into the yard. Rail Fanning Adventures, September 2nd, 2024, Fremont, Nebraska. Alright, after picking up from BNSF here in Fremont, crossing back over into the yard, UP's locals getting ready to start kicking cars. 831's on local duty today. Now that the main line is clear, we should get some more action on UP side. Again, I'm here waiting for the big boy today to be coming through to pick up its cars and at the Dunham Museum. These are all the cars that they just picked up from BNSF. I'll get a video of them actually kicking the cars into the yard. What they do is they pull down on the lead for ADM here, reverse, hit the independent, and that puts the cars down into their yard. You'll see the conductor standing to my right over here. Again, all these cars they just picked up from BNSF. The conductor and the brakeman will be aligning the tracks in the yard for them to kick these cars where they need to go. The lumber is for SCS, where I used to work. They may shove them down into the yard. But first they're going to kick the other cars out of the way, of course. There's one for ADM right there. The lumber again is for SCS. And there's one of my wheat cars actually. 91084. That car should be full of wheat. Alright, February 2nd, 2024, Fremont, Nebraska, Rich Bernard and Rail Fanning Adventures. And after crossing over onto the yard lead. For this train here, the local has gone from BNSF, crossed over the main line, reversed into their yard, pulled down into ADM, and now is reversing onto the yard lead of their yard. Where they will proceed to kick cars. Conductor's still on the end. Should see him get off somewhere about here. They'll stop, he'll start aligning switches, and they will proceed to kick these cars into the yard. Now they may shove the lumber cars onto the SCS lead. Which I believe they're going to do right now. They're actually shoving down on the SCS lead. And the conductor's off. I can see him walking. Alright, so he's going to start aligning tracks, and they're going to start kicking these cars. We have a green light for a westbound coming off the Blair Council Bluff sub, which is the former C&W main line. I can hear the horn He's on the eastern side of Fremont right now by the power plant coming our way. But let's see if we can catch him kicking this one car. He may be up riding the shove again. These cars are, the bottom four are 4 SCS, so they might just be going to pull the empties out of SCS first and then shove these cars in. We'll see in a moment. Real Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. Watching the local right now, waiting on the big boy. Alright, Real Fanning Adventures, February 2nd, 2024, as the local is pulling SCS. Here comes a westbound empty coal drag coming off the Blair Fremont sub. A westbound empty coal drag. Again, this is coming off the Blair Fremont sub. I do not think he'll be doing a crew change here. He's got the green all the way through the diamond today. And we also have an eastbound rapidly approaching here in Fremont on the Transcon. Again, this train is coming off the former C&W main line, now the UP Blair Fremont sub, onto the Transcon. The tracks directly in front of me are the original Transcon line for UP. I see an eastbound approaching. Again, this empty coal drag is heading west. My name's Rich Bernardin. I'm the founder of Real Fanning Adventures. I'm here in Fremont, Nebraska. Great place to watch Union Pacific and BNSF. There's always something going on here. You have two locals that work here. You have the UP local and the BNSF local. They interchange between each other here. There's always action here. Then you have UP's main east-west route, and BNSF's north-south Sioux City sub right behind me. So there's always something to see, always something to video, always something to get pictures of here in Fremont. I'm going to pan to the west real quick, and as you can see, there is an eastbound approaching. Looks like another coal drag that'll be loaded coming east. The one on the right is the westbound empty, the one on the left is the loaded going east. This westbound's a 1x1. They have one engine up front and one engine on the rear. You can see the rear DPU. We're probably not going to get to see it because the eastbound is rapidly approaching. Actually, it looks like he might be doing a crew change here. It looks like the eastbound loaded coal drag will be stopping to do a crew change here in Fremont. COLX, EDGX are the reporting marks on these coal cars. Let's see what the reporting marks on the eastbound that's coming. He is not doing a crew change. It looks like he's going to roll straight through and right onto the Blair Fremont sub. That's the local blowing. Again, here comes another engine with the new UP paint. Behind it, the local just pulled the SCS lead, which is the lumber. He's pulling that out now. 6518 is our rear DPU. Again, that's the new UP paint. And here comes our eastbound, which is now going on to the Blair Fremont sub. Alright, so the westbound just went by with the empties, and here is the loaded. This is actually for Mid-America. This is going to Council Bluffs. This is the Council Bluffs loaded coal drag going to the Mid-America Center, which is the main power plant over there in Council Bluffs. Well, there's a couple of them, but so this is either Council Bluffs or the one south in Iowa there. I don't remember the next town, but this is definitely Mid-America coal heading east. MAXX, Mid-America Energy, with the UP local still working in the background. So 3 trains right there. You had the local, the westbound empty, and then the loaded. 3 trains. Period of 2 minutes. And that's how they run here in Fremont. If you ever get the chance, definitely come out here. Take a look at this operation here. It's pretty cool. Again, in the background, the local just pulled the SCS lead and is getting ready to kick the empties over into the yard. MAXX, that Mid-America Energy. I believe this train is going right there to Council Bluffs, the big power plant. Oh, I have another horn. I believe I have BNSF coming north behind me. Yes, I do. I have a northbound BNSF train coming north up the Sioux City sub right behind me. Which is funny because it cannot proceed north until this train clears the diamond west of my location. Which UP has now cleared the diamond west of my location, will allow this northbound BNSF train to proceed north up to Sioux City on the BNSF Sioux City sub, which is directly behind me. Both the westbound empty coal drag and this eastbound loaded coal drag have cleared the diamond. And here comes BNSF. Now let me swing around over here. BNSF heading north on their city stuff. Train heading back north up to Sioux City. There is an ethanol plant there. There's the buffers, and there is the empty ethanol tanks. It's not an ethanol train, it's a manifest. There's some bungee cars. BRGX bungee. Alright, let me step out real quick and I'll catch the rear DPU on that eastbound coal drag behind me. There's the end of the eastbound coal drag. 7832 is our rear DPU. Over the BNSF with their ethanol. Oh, actually, no, it's manifest. This is Lincoln to Sioux City. Lincoln to Sioux City. Hobson Yard to the Sioux City Yard. So, Lincoln, Nebraska to Sioux City, Iowa. Again, this is Railroad North. Right now they're heading west. And then on the western end of Fremont here, it'll swing due north and head up to Sioux City. Again, the locals getting ready to kick cars behind me. We'll get a little video of that on this video. Again, my name's Rich Bernardin. I'm the founder of Rail Fanning Adventures. I'm in Fremont, Nebraska, waiting for the big boy. And the brakeman just got the rear of the car ready to be kicked into the yard. What's really cool is we have a C&W on what used to be C&W trackage. There's a Chicago Northwestern on what was C&W trackage. And if you watch, he's about to kick these cars into the yard. That's a Mopac. Glory Pacific right there. Again, BNSF is right behind me, going north. UP's kicking cars into the yard. And there they go. They just kicked 2 off the end. Now let's get back over here to the Sioux City option yard to Sioux City, Lincoln to Sioux City, Iowa. Lincoln, Nebraska, Sioux City, Iowa. You just got a taste of UP's local kicking cars in their yard. Just kicked 2 off the bottom. Again, this is BNSF heading north to Sioux City on the Sioux City sub. Just kicked a UP and a Mopac PS2 hopper into their yard there. Looks like they're just ready to kick another chunk of cars. Let's swing back over here and watch UP kick another couple cars into the yard. And there goes that UP car. Free rolling into the yard. As UP's locals kicking cars in their yard. The Mopac and UP car just stopped right there on that track. Now they're kicking that one. Back to, some original BN gondolas, a Santa Fe gondola. We had some green BN gondolas. I missed them, guys. So I was getting the cars being kicked. That car didn't quite make it, and I had to shove back. Of course, they didn't get enough speed on it. Cool graffiti, looks like a self-portrait. And that is the end of our northbound Lincoln, Nebraska to Sioux City train heading north on BNSF Sioux City sub. And there's a car right there, free rolling. And they're getting ready to kick some more, so we'll get a video of that real quick. Oh, he's doing a sub now. He didn't kick these, but these 4 gotta come off and then put the lumber on the SCS track. So, Real Fanning Adventures, Fremont. All right, September 2nd, 2024. I'm here in Fremont watching the local work the yard, UP's local, and we have an eastbound. Looks like it's gonna be an auto rack train coming in to do a crew change here. We're definitely slowing down. Negative on the crew change. Looks like they're going to roll straight through, continue east. Right now he's on the Transcon, UP's main east-west route. And it looks like he is getting routed over to the Blair Fremont sub. Continue east. Yep, he's going to go east on the Blair Fremont sub. Which is the former C&W main line with his auto racks. So this train just came off UP's main east-west route, Transcon, and is now heading east on the Blair Fremont sub. I can't tell. There are cars. These are loaded. There are cars in these. It looks like they are going to be putting this eastbound in the hole here, the passing siding. They must have more traffic coming. Because they routed him over, and then he's going over another track onto the hold track over here to my right. So there must be some westbound traffic coming. On the Blair Fremont sub, it goes single track from Arlington to Kennard. Kennard, it goes back to 2-track all the way to Blair, and then on the western side of Blair, it goes back down the 1-track, and it's single track from the west end of Blair all the way to Pacific or California Junction, Iowa, where it goes back to 2-track to go across the state of Iowa. So they do have to, from time to time, put trains on hold here for traffic to get by each other. The plan is to double track the Arlington section and then the Blair section in the near future. So there won't be any stoppage, bottlenecks. And the Arlington, they already redid the bridge, and all they have to do is lay the track. But the Blair to California Junction section should be interesting because they're going to have to build a new bridge over the Missouri. So as that project comes up and moves along, I'll get videos and photos of that, them building the new bridge and everything and double tracking it. Again, this is an eastbound loaded auto-rag train. Coming off the Transcon onto the Blair Fremont sub, heading east. This will most likely be going to Chicago the way it's going. Seeing a lot of these new GATX with the Genesee, Wyoming Metropolitan Worcester again. The new GATX auto racks out here. This is the end of our eastbound loaded auto-rag train. Rail Fanning Adventures, Fremont, Nebraska. September 2nd, 2024, Fremont. Rail Fanning Adventures, westbound. Bungee. It's from Council Bluffs. Council Bluffs, Bailey Yard. He's got the stop signal here. They're trying to route BNSF through, but so they stopped him and ran him. They just gave him the green. Alright, September 2nd, 2024, Fremont. Westbound, coming off the Blair Fremont sub. Gotta stop. Came in, just started going again. Not gonna go. Red signal at the diamond here. I think they're gonna run a BNSF north in front of me. Where do you think this train came from? I'll give you a hint, it originated in Iowa. This is Des Moines, Bailey. Des Moines, Bailey. little yellow. He's gonna keep going. Got the yellow format this time. Might be a couple rock islands coming. Rock Islands right here. And here comes the end of our westbound Des Moines to Bailey. Des Moines to Bailey. Well, it's September 2nd, as you can see, the big boy's bringing all kinds of crowds. Here we got an eastbound Blair Fremont show. Got on the train. Hey, dead in tow. See it? Dead in tow. Ah, Cottonville. C&W on the C&W track. There's a Katie. Place a Katie reporting mark. Moped. Another moped. Southern Pacific. Lots of good fallen flag cars here. Boy, we got a lot of great fallen flags on this one. Again, this is heading east. Here's two more C&Ws on the C&W. Followed by a moped. Lucky Time Belt, two of them. More C&Ws. Another Southern Pacific. Another C&W. Wow. Lots of great fallen flag cars. Missouri Pacific. Cargill. Southern Pacific, here we go. Nice box car. 739. C45 AH. Filling cars, concrete, rock, stuff like that, aggregate. Here in the Midwest where it's flat, this train's actually going downhill. So Nebraska, for every 1 mile going west, it goes up in elevation 1 foot. Except for Blair to California Junction's the big gradient change. Right from Kennard down to Blair and then down to Pacific Junction where it crosses the door, your big elevation change there. But the rest of the state of Nebraska goes up 1 foot in elevation for every mile.